Hello YouTube, it is that time of the month. That is wrap-up time. That's right, I'm here to do my May wrap-up and June TBR. So, I didn't get as many books read this month as I was hoping. I only got 5 read, and I completely blame the BBC and not my utter lack of self-control when it comes to hitting next episode. Yeah, wasn't my fault. Yeah, anyway. So, into my wrap-up and what I read this month. The first book that I finished was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And this is actually a reread for me, obviously, because I've been reading these books since only the first year out. But in January, I bought the box set of all of the new paperback covers, and I wanted to reread them with the new covers. So I finished reading The Goblet of Fire, and it's just as good as I've always known it to be, all of the times I've read it. But, so I enjoyed that. You can never have too much Harry Potter in your life. And also, I love these covers. Look how pretty these new paperback covers are. I fell in love with them as soon as I saw them. And I want to keep my hardbacks looking nice. So, yes, I enjoyed it. I also like the sound it makes. Every time you turn a page, it makes this crinkly sound, which sounds really random, and I don't even know if you can hear it on camera, but trust me, it sounds cool. Anyway, the next book I finished was Theft of Swords by Michael J. Sullivan, and I did a review video on this book too, which I will link down below in the comments. Another reread for me because I want to read his prequels that I haven't read yet. So yeah, I finished it. Again, just as good as I remember it being the first time I read it. I thoroughly enjoyed reading this again. The next book I finished in May was The Children of Hurin by J.R.R. Tolkien, and again, I did a review video on this one, so I'm not going to go too in-depth into describing this book since I've already done so, but I enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a little bit sad, but yeah, I recommend anybody who loves Tolkien and The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit to read this book because you will like it. You will like it. Read it. The next book I finished was Cinder by Marissa Meyer. And I like this book. Like I said in my review video, which again, I'll link below in the comments, and I did it the same time I reviewed this book. As I said in that video, I liked it. It wasn't as good as I was expecting. But that's how it is when a lot of books get hyped up. Sometimes I get a little more excited about them. And when I read them, I'm like, oh, it's not as good as I thought it would be. But yeah, I still enjoyed it. I want to read the second book in the series, Scarlet, this month, which is going to be on my June TBR. I don't have it yet. I actually have to order it. But when I get it, I will read it. The last book that I finished for May was Graceling by Kristen Kishore. And I will be doing a blog post on this book. I haven't written it yet, but I will link it down below when I do so. I liked it. I had a love-hate relationship with Hi Bailey. Yeah. I liked this book. I had like a love-hate relationship with it. I really liked it at first. I thought it was fast-paced. I like the concept of the book because sometimes fantasy can become a little bit trite, I think, and formulaic, like kind of the same no matter what you read. And I like the concept of this book because these people, these gracelings that you can identify by having different colored eyes, and they have certain innate abilities that other people don't have, such as extreme fighting skills or just being able to bake the best pastry in the kingdom, stuff like that. I thought it was a cool concept, and I thought it started out fast-paced. I liked Katza, the main character, but there were bits of it that I thought were a bit abrupt. Like the transition, there wasn't really a transition, so I remember like backtracking a couple pages, like, did I miss a page? But other than that, I liked it, especially the last half. I really liked the last half. I thought that the middle bit moved a little bit slow, but I still liked it, especially the last half, and I got Bitter Blue. It's coming, it's on its way. I can't wait to finish it. I really like the character of Bitter Blue, so I'm excited to read the story continuing from her perspective. So yeah, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Last book I finished this month. So, moving on to my June TBR, the first book I'm going to read, I've already started and I'm 111 pages in, is, of course, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So, again, it's a reread for me, but I'm excited to reread it because, like I said before, you can never have too much Harry Potter in your life. The next book that I have also started, and I'm about 50 pages in, is The Lies of Locke Lamora, and I've been wanting to read this book for years. Never got around to it, but so far I'm liking it. I'm only 50 pages in, but I like the way Scott Lynch writes. I like his writing style. It's a good story so far. I am captivated, so I'm excited to finish it. The next book that I have on my TBR pile is actually, it's a little bit random. And I got this for my birthday a couple months ago, but that for my sister. And the book is The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia, and it's like a history of Zelda. It was tons of cool photos, and it's just awesome. Look at that. Big Zelda fan, so I'm excited to read this. Look at all the pretty pictures and things, so yeah, I want to get to this one. I haven't done it yet, so yes. The next book on my TBR pile for June is Wildwood, and this is a middle grade book. Takes place like in a hidden world outside Portland, Oregon. I don't know, it just looked cool. It's the first book in this trilogy. There's lots of cool little photos, illustrations, and things in here, so I'm excited to read this one. I don't think it'll take that long. It's pretty big print. So cool. It looks cool though. I'm excited to read this. The next book on my TBR pile is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I've heard a ton of good things about this book. I'm excited to read it myself, and I definitely intend to get to it this month. So, very excited for this guy. And the last book back here is book 2 in the Rairia Revelations series, which I'm still not sure if I'm saying Rairia right. Probably not, I suck at pronouncing things. But it's Rise of Empire, and yeah, I need to reread this one. I'm already like 50 pages into it. Still just as good as I remember, so get through this guy. I might even start book 3 if I can, if I don't run out of time and become addicted to Netflix again. So yeah, anyway, that is my monthly wrap-up for May and my June TBR. I might throw some other books in here. So some books coming, so, you know, things happen. I might become more excited about another book and read that one first. I don't know, but definitely want to try and get through these books if possible. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and feel free to leave in the comments the books that you are hoping to read in the month of June. And until next time, see ya!